October 9th, 2023. Been playing the last two tapes of the last few days. I told you, in 18, these two heavyset blonde girls showed up. By 19, they showed up in Louisville. Oh, between April and June of 19, they were in Giant Eagle with a group of. We grew up with nothing, and she'll have nothing when we get done with her. That's weird. I don't even know them, okay? They're doing it for us to get everything. And they sort of look like Debbie Strange. They had big chests. They were about size 20s. And they look like twins. Blonde girls, okay? Well, they have showed up randomly through the case saying that they were doing everything for them to get everything. They were up in Akron telling people Will was stealing everything for them. Well, on October 4th, 23, after I got my med certs done again, I went to Maslin, got some Chinese food. They pull in, and then one girl's lost a lot of weight. She's went down to probably about a 14, 16. She's probably about a good 25 pounds heavier than me. Still has a big chest, and that's the only thing she's got going on for her. Okay, she dresses real trampy. She runs around in just a sports workout bra and tiny shorts or workout pants. And her sister, that's still like an 18-20, wears really low tank top showing her chest off and about the same bottoms. Okay, they pull in next to me, and she gets out her car. Now my car's bugged from the case. Gets out and walks to the other side of the car real loud. None of this is funny. Other people seen those people here. Duh, even the police seen them. Okay. Will said he was going to steal all the money for us. He promised me he was going to give it to me. Okay. Well, one of their family friends or whatever, on my client up in Akron, about 3 or 4 houses down, that heavy-set blonde girl was up there telling people Will was stealing for them. That's a $500,000 house. Okay. October 6, 23, Walmart 62. They tape an audio through the whole store. I'm in there 8:45 a.m. to 9:15. Ladies come over and they're off in the distance a little bit. And they said, we spoke to the officers that watch her. Okay. Those men that watch her? Yeah. They said she's never said she did anything wrong before. All these people have those stalking tapes where they admitted they drugged her and told her to say it before. Admitted they photoshopped everything and made everything up on her. Okay? It's where that girl was bragging the other day that one guy from the case is stealing everything for her. That it is what's going on. That's his girlfriend. And he's been stealing all this money so she won't tell his wife. And they all knew it, and that's why nobody helped her. See, December 2nd, 22, Wendy's Alliance, one of the officers assigned to me, was in there when I was in with my day program that I was working at. Is that the one that church tried to have killed? He said, yes. He said, I heard she didn't get any money out of this. He said, no, it's a one guy from the case stealing every dime since the first day. Okay. Well, yesterday in Kohl's, first we were in Walmart on the strip. Idiots walking around. Okay. We all know Will went out with several other girls to teach her a lesson for being weird with herself. I was not weird with myself. It's a shower scene in the other room. They admitted it May 12th, 22. They found a tape of them at noon. My car's fucked. Of them admitting a shower scene in the other room. May 26, 22. The shower scene was done on purpose. My phone's tapped. Where they told at the Oakland apartment, December 9, 21, 4 p.m., everything was drugged and photoshopped. Same day, white man bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force. There's only 4 or 5 volunteers. Can't find them. That everything was drugged and photoshopped. And it's just a bunch of men doing crimes down here. Okay. Same thing. My client's neighbor in the White House in Navarre, the White House before, that everything was drugged and photoshopped and made up on me. Same thing, November 2nd or 3rd, 21, the lady in Save-A-Lot was telling everybody not to say anything to me. Where March 2nd and 3rd, 21, they told people they were going to put two clips together, put her in a porn. It's not her, it's them. And then they started saying stuff that didn't happen. It's like, well, that sounds like showering. And then I walked outside to smoke. She figured out what they did, laughing at me in the dark. That's where my car's bugged. It'll pick up 3 parking lots away. FBI informant. Okay, they admitted to frame me March 24, 22. They admitted they drugged me and told me to say it before May 25th, 21, 6 p.m., 8/9/21. Apartment building for me, second close offense. A lady and little girls were talking about it, and then 4 or 5 neighbors got together, did a police report, 1295 Fairlawn. January 19th, 22, Department of Disability of drugged and told to say it. February 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory, and a long other list. Okay, of being drugged and framed and photoshopped, and other people knowing of it. Okay, they admitted framing March 24, 22. Now in January of 1922, they said some guy walked up in front of the police and said they photoshopped me using a effeminate wipey in the other room to make me look weird with myself. Now, if you're standing above the toilet, so if you're using a effeminate wipey, erase the wipey, that would make you look weird. And he said they did that before, and I thought, what before? And walked off. See, they already know it's framed. They have been admitting since the first month of the case they were using sodium pentothal on me. And here it was roofing me, where I'd wake up with migraines, headaches, throwing up, heart racing, dizzy, giant bruising, and almost passing out in front of people, and then severe personal infection. And because people were doing it at my home, not even my doctor was putting it together, I was being drugged, being raped in my own home, and drugged up and told to say stuff. And here I'm being framed. Well, now I'm in Walmart on the strip, and some guy walks by last night and said, Will went out with someone else because you were weird with yourself. He went out with all kinds of women. I wasn't weird. It's a Photoshop shower scene. It's Photoshop. That's why the cult made fun of FBI Agent John, June 7th, 23, Walmart 62, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning by the front bathroom. Sold videos of them making fun of FBI Agent John. Eric, one of the drug cartel guys, November 18th, 22, 2 to 6 p.m., Walmart 62 again, tape and audio. That everything was him and not me, and it was done for a stunt to turn on me. All the tapes before were him and not me. How he drugged and photoshopped everything and laughed at everybody like a jackass. Sheriff's already got their confessions. And the cult making fun of the FBI on June 7th, 23. Okay. So, I don't know Will. Will was mean to me on the phone. Okay, with his own confession of mocking me for some guy named Pete in his tapes before, and how I didn't know. I didn't even know who they were talking about for a year. Dave told Danny he hired Pete on his own. He had already talked to Dave. And with his admission of Strange's lie, only Strange made it up, he had talked to Strange. He told Apostolic Church of Barberton that he knew I was being drugged, beaten, raped, and tried to blame Strange's lie that he didn't care. It was verified by officers. It was him telling on me to that church. Okay? The night before. Where I told him they already knew. They did. And he had been in contact with all of them. With his own admission on the phone. Of making fun of me for some guy named Pete tape before, and then the shower scene and drug confessions. I've never even talked to him now. I didn't even know who he was for a year. And that's why they're laughing at me. Stop, she didn't know. Okay? Here he was. Because I told you, I don't even know who Will is. Or John. They just were mean to me on the phone. Mocking me. Dave met Will at that church. He said when I walked off, Will walked up and was talking to him. Told him. That's how not funny this is. I've never met him. They may as well be saying Joe Schmo from Kokomo is going out with somebody else. Do I care? No. Who's he hurting? His wife. He's playing Hugh Hefner. Playboy bunny kind of thing that he can buy all kinds of women. If you pull the case in May through August, September, in even of 19, he goes out with all kinds of strippers. They show up and brag how they're all going out with him. Couple of them at a time. And then even 18, he was going out with other people, 21, 22. He's been playing like Hugh Hefner, Playboy Bunny kind of thing. Living the bad boy life. Selling videos of them terrorizing me. Now, if you they brag they were selling the login $25 a pop the first month of the case. They were selling it. Now, a lot of people in this area have it. They also have it in Akron, Fairlawn, Clear Down in New Philly. They have it over in Pennsylvania. I went to Illinois. They had it. People showed up from California, Washington State, Florida, Texas, Michigan, New York, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. Now, I want you to think of this. Selling it 500,000 times is not out of the range. That's $12,500,000 he made on just the sell-on of the login without selling me on porn sites. He's that sick. Did he need my little $300,000? No. Okay? He didn't need it. He's made over $12 million selling government technology. Over $12 million. And you could probably double it. Do you understand? Did he need my little $300,000? You know, I actually have good deeds I want to do with it. I have people to help and then to get myself safe. I almost died to save my family, and I got abused like hell through a protected custody case. In protected custody, he sold videos of it. He's that sick. To pay off his fat girlfriend. She may be down to 14, 16 now. The only thing she's got going on for is a big chest. People were laughing in Walmart. Karen said the girl only has going on for is a big chest. And she's right. She's not even pretty like Michelle. Michelle, my ex-husband's girlfriend that I found out about her, was a size 0, 18, blonde, and real pretty. People in Kohl's came in and said, Michelle's been telling people to stay out of this. Well, she told everybody to stay out of it. September 3rd, 23, screamed at him. There's a video of it in the case. It said that idiot already confessed he photoshopped everything. These people better not be saying anything. People were talking about Hartville, Canton. How Michelle told everybody off. They walked in Kohl's and said, Michelle said none of this is funny. Nobody say a word. It's not even funny that girl got all this money. No, and they were talking about in Trinity Gospel yesterday, how it's not funny that they all know that guy from the case is stealing for that girl and her family getting $500,000 houses. It's dropped in the bucket. How many millions of dollars that bastard's made at my expense. Everybody turn him in. Told you. And when I went into Kohl's, when we went to leave, some ladies walked in and said, we asked some of the neighbors to keep an eye on while she's out. And here, they brought me a tape of some girl saying that Will was stealing all kinds of money for her. And there was some human trafficker doing it to her before, and he didn't arrest him for them hiring him and him doing it. Instead, he's been stealing all kinds of money for that girl, and I want them to find out who she is. And he's having all these people show up and scream crazy crap at her. Your wife knows well. I'll tell you what, any officers listening to me, if Will's wife by chance loses it and beats the hell out of him, he calls for 911 for help. Get lost on the way there. He let them torture me and sold videos of it. He let them human traffic me, sold videos of it. Let them crush my skull and almost shoot me driving. Drugged the hell out of me and sold videos of it. And told the officers not to help me, just document it. Get lost on the way there. Okay? Her beating the hell out of him would be the least. His wife, if she decides to lose it, if the government don't arrest him first for selling government technology to pay for his girlfriend, and her family, and him to go out with prostitutes. Up in Akron, I started working there. Some of the Akron police were walking around, and said, don't say anything to her. They thought it was John doing it, the one they made fun of. And they asked if they thought it was John doing it. Okay? And they were talking to people about FBI agent John doing it. And they were wondering if it was him. And they told him that they all got phone calls. It's wrong to defraud anybody, especially victims. And that nobody's to say a word to her. Okay? Everybody turn him in. None of this is funny. It was done by the drug cartel. Told you. October 6, 23. I'm in Walmart 62, 8:45 to 9:15. They tape an audio. Ladies following me around. We talked to the officers assigned to her. Said that she's never said she did anything wrong before. And all these people have are stalking tapes where they admitted they drugged her and told her to say stuff before. Admitted they photoshopped everything. Admitted they drugged and made everything up on her. So one guy from the case stealing to pay off that girl that said she was getting everything. She actually is. That's his girlfriend, so she won't tell his wife. And he's been stealing all kinds of money to pay her off. Well, let's talk about $12 million. You want to play? Up in Forest Grove, in Akron, some lady was up there telling the neighbors that some of the guys bought women with the case's money. They've been playing Playboy Bunny with my case and letting them use the hell out of me and sell videos of it. My little $300,000. I want to start college funds for my grandkids. Lori, that they killed her family member and cut her in pieces. Her boyfriend died. I want to help her. I want to get to a safe place before the guy with the knife shows back up. And I need a new ID. They sold everything. My social, my ID, my everything. They have everything. They have everything on me. And they sold it to everyone. It's a good thing I got back credit. And honestly, I don't want to die in the field south of Ravenna, face cut up and stabbed to death. That's how he promised me I'd die when he comes back. I don't want to die like that. For even when you tell, remember, well, always put it back as if it never happened. You'll have that money to live on when you move out. My little $300,000 is nothing. I need a medical card, a new name, maybe a passport to go see the falls. And you paying off your girlfriends and letting that be peace of me. They've been telling everybody for a long time it's just him stealing this whole thing. Someone needs to help.